Good evening. Tension between Rafizi Ramli and Nurul Izzah Anwar continues to heat up, with Rafizi dismissing a claim she made last night. Rafizi also explained why he didn't officiate the Youth and Women's Wings Congress. We don't know who Anwar Ibrahim voted for in the PKR polls. However, the PKR president has shared that he voted based on merit. Harvard might not be able to accept international students anymore. Stay tuned to find out why. Incumbent PKR Deputy President Rafizi Ramli has rejected his challenger Nurul Izzah Anwar's claim that he was preparing to vacate his government office. Rafizi clarified that he had never packed his belongings to vacate his office, and his office remains cluttered with files to this day. Rafizi denounced such allegations as fabrications, lamenting they were used to justify his removal from PKR's senior leadership. In a post on Facebook, he shared a timeline of the events that had occurred. He said after taking 4 days leave to engage with grassroots members, he continued his ministerial duties as usual. He also stressed that a resignation letter did not exist. He said he had never drafted a resignation letter nor indicated that he would not contest. Rafizi said he had already announced his intent to defend the post much earlier at the president's own request. Nurul Izzah had claimed in a Facebook post last night that the economy minister was ready to resign from the government out of frustration with PKR's election results. She also wrote that the party leadership was informed that Rafizi had prepared a resignation letter. A PKR Central Leadership Council contender has pushed back against Nurul Izzah Anwar's recent claim that Rafizi Ramli cleared out his office before going on leave last month. Taking to Facebook, Najib Baka stated that he can confirm that Rafizi's office was never vacated when he went on leave recently. At the time, Najib served as the head of the corporate communications unit at the ministry, but has since stepped down to contest for a spot on the PKR Central Leadership Council. He clarified that the minister's office had simply been tidied up in preparation for a Hari Raya open house, not because of any impending resignation. Najib also revealed that several special branch officers from the Police Intelligence Unit visited the ministry on April 27th, following up on rumors surrounding Rafizi's alleged resignation. He added that he did not know where they heard the rumors from. Perhaps it was from some unnamed sources. He said it was true that the minister's office was dikemaskan, or tidied up, but that was to prepare for a Raya event that the minister's office organized on April 28th. His post came hours after Nurul Izzah, who is challenging Rafizi for the PKR Deputy President post, claimed the minister was considering resigning from the government. Nurul Izzah also claimed the party leadership was informed that Rafizi had prepared a resignation letter. What are your thoughts about a voting guide or candidates list? For Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, it's not required, and instead voters should look for the best candidate and pick them. Anwar said this when met by reporters in Johor at the polling center for the PKR Central Leadership Elections.
Saya tadi tak ada bawa cai. Sebab tu ambil masa panjang. Teliti satu persatu. Itu yang sebaik. Tengok yang terbaik, itu undi. Jadi kalau ada setengah cai sana, cai sini, saya tak. Dan saya harap dalam keputusan dua-dua itu diambil kira yang dirasa yang terbaik. Okay?
Anwar is retaining his PKR presidency uncontested for the third and final term. In the run-up to polling, PKR's election committee banned the practice of campaigning as a group of contenders led by a deputy president candidate presented as a chai or voting guide for members. However, incumbent PKR Deputy President Rafizi Ramli, who is up against Anwar's daughter Nurul Izzah for the number 2 post, released his official voting guide on Wednesday for all central positions across the main body, youth and women's wings. Still on Rafizi, earlier he explained the reason for his absence from officiating the PKR Youth and Women's Congress last night. When asked by reporters after casting his vote, this was what he said.
Sebarang organisasi dia bergantung kepada adab, kepada hierarki, kepada proses dan prosedurnya. Memang I think it's not fair to expect kalau semua adab dan proses itu dilanggar untuk mengenepikan saya, and then you expect me to swallow everything. It doesn't work like that. So kalau contohnya you've made it very clear that you have no respect for adab, hierarki, the proses dalam parti bila mereka cepat-cepat buat pelancaran kempen pilihan raya Negeri Sabah, sedangkan saya masih lagi timbalan presiden. Saya adalah pengarah pilihan raya. So if you feel that you don't have to respect process and hierarchy, I mean you can't apply different rules to different times at the when it comes to Congress, then you say, then you know it's proper to do it. I think for every action there must be consequence.
Meanwhile, Rafizi confirmed that he would be attending the opening of the party's National Congress tonight. Last night, PKR Secretary General Fuzia Saleh replaced Rafizi to deliver the opening speech, in which she reminded members against sabotaging the party, likening it to a vessel that can sink. Raub MP Chow Yu Hui and Bakri MP Tan Hong Pin have voiced outrage and disappointment over the police's recent decision to classify Teo Beng Hok's wrongful death case as no further action. In a statement yesterday, the DAP lawmakers demanded full transparency from the police, urging them to reveal the complete findings of their investigation and explain why the MACC officers implicated in the case have not been held accountable. They stated that Teo died in custody 16 long years ago, and a royal commission was convened, and the courts have acknowledged that his death involved elements of homicide. They said even though the High Court ordered for the case to be reopened within 6 months back in November 2024, the police have again opted for NFA. Chow didn't mince words, calling the move a grave blow to judicial integrity and a betrayal of both the Teo family and the Malaysian public. Meanwhile, Tan said that the NFA decision has devastated the Teo family and severely undermined public trust in the unity government. He stressed the importance of honoring commitments to fairness and justice. He said if Teo's case remains unresolved, more innocent lives may suffer under a broken system. Among others, they called for the police to immediately release the full investigation report, explain the deviation from the court's ruling, and disclose any officer non-compliance. They also called on the Attorney General's chambers to clarify why it accepted the NFA recommendation and confirmed whether the investigation could still be reopened. If you like the stories we produce, consider supporting us by subscribing to Malaysia Kini. Click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on your screen to subscribe. What will happen when one of the most prestigious universities in the world suddenly loses its ability to enroll international students? That's exactly what has just happened to Harvard. According to reports, Harvard University has been stripped of its ability to enroll international students. In a post on X, U.S. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem shared a letter dated May 22nd from Homeland Security on the matter. In her post, Noem said U.S. President Donald Trump's administration is holding Harvard accountable for fostering violence, anti-Semitism, and coordinating with the Chinese Communist Party on its campus. She added that it is a privilege, not a right, for universities to enroll foreign students and benefit from their higher tuition payments to help pad their multi-billion-dollar endowments. She said Harvard had the opportunity to do the right thing, but refused, and so they have lost their student and exchange visitor program certification as a result of their failure to adhere to the law. Meanwhile, Bernama reported that Harvard spokesman Jason Newton had described the government's action as unlawful. Newton said the university is working quickly to guide the campus community. Previously, the Trump administration had frozen over $2.2 billion in federal grants to Harvard, as well as $60 million in contracts. The Trump administration has also threatened to freeze federal funding for other universities, citing campus protests in support of Palestine and diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Previously, Rafizi had said that if he loses in the PKR polls, he plans to resign as economy minister to speak more freely on issues he disagrees with. We carried out a poll yesterday asking our viewers to share what they thought about Rafizi being an outspoken voice outside of the cabinet and the impact it could have. Let's take a look at the responses. 62% of voters agreed that he would become a powerful, unrestrained voice for change. Some of our viewers thought he would lose influence, and 22% said that he would gain the freedom to speak out but lose the powers that come with being a cabinet member. Others put the focus on PKR as a party, saying that there is still no one who can replace Rafizi. Meanwhile, one viewer said that he is only good at debating. Another said that if he is no longer in the cabinet, he will end up like Pasir Gudang MP Hassan Karim. What do you think? Join the discussion and share your thoughts in the comment section. This is a special announcement brought to you by Who's Call. Following a 7.6% drop in scam calls between January and April 2025, Who's Call is bringing back its nationwide anti-scam initiative, Scam Free Malaysia 2025, in continued partnership with the Royal Malaysian Police. This year, the campaign gains further support with JNT Express Malaysia joining as a partner. 1 million Malaysians can now redeem a free 1-year Who's Call premium subscription featuring real-time scam alerts, content checker with screenshot scam detection, and an auto-updating scam number database. It's also ad-free. Download Who's Call and use code PDRM Lawan Scams at redeem.whoscall.com by 31st August. That is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.